Hi guys. Oh, good morning. Wet hair, don't care. Just got a shower. I showered just for you. This is not an ASMR video unless you get ASMR by watching people chit-chat about female self-esteem while getting ready for their day. I have nothing on my face and I'm 39, so be nice to me. I have just my phone set up and I'm gonna put some products on my face and get ready for my day. This first thing I'm gonna do is Cetaphil Derma Control Oil Absorbing Moisturizer with SPF 30. It's gonna be 110 degrees today. So I'm actually putting more makeup on just for you guys than I actually would on this day. I have no plans on going anywhere, but I'm going to put on some makeup anyways. On days like this, I probably just do the sunscreen, some powder, which I'm going to use in a minute, and then like do my eyebrows and then put sunglasses on to go get my kids at school. So all you see is my finished eyebrows. And I wear relatively large sunglasses, so then you wouldn't see the rest. Anyways, I may or may not, I have a camera in like selfie mode right now, so I may or may not like flip it around for you guys so you can actually read it. But it's Cetaphil Derma Control Oil Absorbing Moisturizer. Comes in a cute little bottle like this. And it's supposed to help with skin sensitivity. I don't know. I use like 2 pumps. And this is the first thing that I put on my face. Just really slather it. I just want to say I'm not in the beauty industry. I am not a makeup artist. You don't have to do what I do. Also, the mirror is kind of like right there. So that's probably what I'm going to look at to make sure I'm all rubbed in. Don't forget your neck. And if I was wearing like a tank top, I would do like my décolleté area also. But that's kind of just it. It looks a little shiny, a little dewy, but it's actual oil absorbing. So make sure your hands are clean. I use a little dab of whatever's extra just around my eyes. They get a lot more protection because I do wear my sunglasses, but get your ears with whatever's left. Okay. Dab, 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 dab. So I wanted to talk a little bit about female self-esteem. Men, you can watch this. I'm sure you know a woman, but I am a stay-at-home mom. Wait, let me tell you what this is first. This is Ccc Cream by Honest Company. It's clean corrective with vitamin C, so clean corrective vitamin C, CCC. It's a tinted moisturizer. I don't use foundation anymore. I just like a clean, fresh face. I have moles, I have freckles, I have pimples. I don't have perfect skin, and I don't care. This, did I say this also has SPF 30? So I do SPF and then some more SPF because I'm gonna be 40 next year, so I got to. The color I use is called Dune. It's the light medium color. So go online. You'll find it on Amazon or Honest Company. I don't know. I think it's like $20. It's pretty expensive, but I literally use, well, that's expensive to me because I'm used to getting my makeup at Target. So, but they also sell it at Target. I forgot to say that, or at least they used to. But I use like 1 drop of this Honest Company stuff. And with clean hands that still have some moisturizer on the tips of my fingers, I squirt some on the back of my hand. Literally 1 squirt for my whole face. And then I just go to town and put it everywhere. Just dab, dab, dab. I don't even use a makeup sponge. I find that the makeup sponge, even when you wet it, sometimes it absorbs too much of it. And I'm like, hey, that's a waste of money. So I don't do it. But anyways, female self-esteem. I feel like I don't have any self-esteem lately. I don't know if anybody watched my health update video from a long time ago, and I'm sorry if this bothers any men or women, but I am going through what's called premature menopause. It's premature menopause for no known medical reason. It only happens to 1% of the female population, and your girl's experiencing it. I know for a lot of women, they don't all experience symptoms for menopause. I mean, usually you'll get something, but I literally have gotten all the things, all the symptoms. So that's nice. Literally from the top of my head to the tips of my toes. Everything from body pain, like arthritis, to weight gain, to hair loss, hot flashes. There's no limit. If you go online and you look up menopause symptoms or perimenopause symptoms, I promise you from the top of the list to the bottom, I've experienced everything on the list. It sounds like I'm exaggerating, but I'm not. I just went to my OBGYN for a checkup a week ago today, and she's going through menopause too, and so we literally spent, I think, 5 minutes of like, because at the doctor you only get like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. I swear we spent 5, 6 minutes of my 15, 20 minutes just complaining to each other about how hot it is and how like sad we are. And she's an OBGYN. And she was telling me, she was like, why doesn't it get discussed more? Like, we are getting to a place now where we're starting to talk about reproductive health more, and you talk about like, that time of the month a little more. I'm just getting a tissue. But women don't talk about menopause. We don't, like, the older women, a lot of times it seems like they're not passing down their wisdom to the younger generation. I know my mom didn't for me. I know she went through it. I'm letting this dry for a second. I know she went through it, but she didn't talk to me about it, and I feel like that's not fair. We should share with each other. See, it's really pretty, right? It's like a little soft, dewy. It's like I'm covered, but I don't look that different, right? The next thing I'm going to use, again, I don't use this every day, but I'm doing it for you guys. I do it when I go somewhere or when I'm seeing people. But like everyday life, when I know the only people that's seeing me is my children and my husband, and they know what my bags look like, I don't do anything. But this is e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Matte Finish. The color I use is medium neutral, in case you are close to my skin coloring and you're looking for something. This shit, excuse my language, I cuss. This is amazing. Amazing. Highly recommend it. A little dab will do you. Like, it's crazy. I'm sweating. But anyways, but yeah, I feel like female health, I literally put a dot in the middle. Sometimes I'll put more, but for today, I'm literally, see what I do? I just do a dot straight down. It has a really big like doe foot. I don't know if you guys can see that. Anyways, and it holds a lot. So, and I just take a finger, middle finger or ring finger, because those fingers are not as strong as your pointer finger. And you want a finger that's not very strong. I mean, just stick it up there. I'll like take whatever's on my finger and I'll go like that. And I just bring it all the way down and I just blend, 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 blend. I mean, nothing's gonna be perfect. I'm almost 40. I'm not a makeup artist. I just do what works for me. I feel like for me, makeup is not about looking like a completely different person these days. It's just about looking a little more awake. Again, I don't do this all the time, but I'll take another little dot and I put it like right at like the arch of my non-existent eyebrow because I haven't colored them in yet. And then I will dab that in also. And I'll bring it all the way down. And this is so thick that it is my like primer for anything that I put on my eyes. This will set it right in place. I like to take whatever's left on my finger, I'm not flipping you off, sorry, and go above my eyebrow for a little more highlight. And I just really just blend. You'll know when to stop. It's thick. It's pretty thick, but it's such like a flawless finish. But see, you can see the difference. It just looks a little more, just a little more, right? So this eye kind of looks like I got beat up still. So now we gotta do the other side. I always hold a tissue also, a clean tissue, and I wipe the excess off my finger before I switch because I want it to like have the same amount. So I'm gonna do the same thing, kind of like straight down. I did a little bit extra on that side. And then I just start working it like back and forth, all the way down my cheek, all the way down. I feel like that's a big thing with concealer that even I used to not do, is like you really need to work it into your face so it like becomes one with your skin. So I just kind of like stick some in the corner and also go down, take my ring finger, because your ring finger is the weakest and your under eye skin is the most gentle. My mom went to cosmetology school. That was a little trick she taught me back in the day. Use your ring finger when you're dabbing stuff around your eyes, like foundation or concealer. It's the weakest finger, like as far as like physical strength, because it actually gets used the least. Don't forget to dab your sweat. Now, above the eye, again, literally, it's just a dot. I'm not going crazy. And I'll just like push it up there into the hairline or right below it, and I'll kind of like rub it. If I feel like I have too much, I'll do that. But anyways, back to self-esteem. Mine has definitely taken a hit because my body has taken a hit. And I feel like that's not something to fix. It's okay. I'm gonna pause and go get my handheld fan because I'm sweating. Okay, I'm a little less sweaty now and my concealer's on. I literally have a handheld fan. You plug it in, you recharge it. It has 3 settings. I'll just do it for you guys because it's not an ASMR video. That's low. And it has 2 more settings that go higher. I literally recharge this and take it with me in my purse. I have no shame. Like, this is real life. Women need to talk about this more. Men, if you're married, if you have a mother, go thank your mother and give her a hug because she probably went through this. Hold on again, because I think I forgot to close my door. Okay. I'm fine. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. Woo! As soon as I turn that fan off. Next thing is Honest Company powder. This one's kind of old. I bought it on eBay. So they don't usually come like this. I'll be right back. I'll show you how they really come. I'm just going to my other drawer over here. Here I am. Okay, this is how they really come. It looks like that with a white lid. But that one's almost gone. So I have this like older version from eBay that I had stashed for a long time. Don't do what I do. Don't use old makeup. But this is the Invisible Blurring Powder by Honest Company, Jessica Alba's company. It looks pretty white. Oh, I'm trying not to spill it. See that? It looks pretty white, but it's a translucent powder. So you just take my little kabuki brush here by e.l.f. and I just pound that on. I love it. I love it. It gives such a nice finish. I just really go to town and set it because I'm oily and because I, sweat and because I live somewhere where it's really hot. I like to set this. Really get it in there, whole face, just really get in there. Now I'll take this other cute little brush that my friend got me for my birthday. I've shown these on video before. This one, I don't remember what it's called. I don't know, but it looks like this. It has a cute little fluffy tip. I know it's probably not what it's supposed to be for, but I just put it in the lid of powder and I go under my eyes with it. And sometimes after I do my makeup, if I want more like highlight of powder up here. After my makeup's all done, I'll go over it again. But I set the concealer. I really get in there. So it's not just a like big fluffy brush, but it's this one that will give it more detail. And I go down like the side of my nose, my whole entire nose, places where I sweat. And I just really like pop more powder in. I just need it. But you see, so far I've put on like 4 things on my face, but I still look like me. Because for me, it's all about, you know, helping myself look a little more awake and with it. Like, that's how makeup makes me feel. I don't know why other people wear it, but I these days wear it just to feel a little more alive, right? So then we're gonna go back to the kabuki brush, get my hair out of the way. Usually my hair is like up in a bun, and I go like this. And sometimes I don't have a shirt on. I wait till I'm all done, and then I will very gently put a shirt on. And that's it. I'm gonna look a little bit whiter for a minute, but it does go away. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows. I'm gonna pause you for that. I've done this in a video before where I make weird faces when I'm doing my eyebrows, so I'm gonna do them off camera and then come back and you'll see the magic afterwards. My eyebrows, they have good shape and I have a lot of hair like in the front, but the sides don't grow very well, so I gotta fill them in. What I've been using lately, I don't know if I've even shown this in the video, but I've been using Maybelline Tattoo Studio. I have pretty dark hair. My hair's natural color is ash. So pretty ash. So I use number 378, which is ash brown. But then I'm weird because I like to go behind it with this e.l.f. thing. What is this called? Wow Brow. And I use I don't know what color this is. I think it's just brown. I can't read it. I don't know. I think it really is just brown. It looks like this color. I don't know if you guys can see that. Focus camera. But it's a little bit lighter than this. And it has a spoolie brush. A really tiny, tiny spoolie brush. Look how small that is. Pretty tiny. And I'll go through my eyebrows with, it's almost like eyebrow mascara. And I'll go through my eyebrows with that to almost give my eyebrows a little bit of highlight, because the top, like, I don't dye, I'm trying not to dye my hair anymore. I'm letting it grow out, but my hair gets very red in the summertime, like naturally, whether I dye it or not. So right now I'm going through this thing where like the top of my hair is darker than the rest, and it kind of looks like I did it on purpose, but I didn't. I just haven't done anything to it. But if I use both, I feel like it matches pretty good. So I'm gonna press pause, put my eyebrows on, and then I'll be back for the rest. Okay, I'm back. Eyebrows are supposed to be sisters, not twins. Mine aren't even related today, so that's great. I already have the Tattoo Studio by Maybelline on, and I thought I'd bring you back to do the little e.l.f. eyebrow spoolie little one. I just dip it in. I have my mirror here, and I just dip it in and kind of like, I just barely touch my eyebrows so that it looks like they have a little bit of a lighter highlight right on top. I don't know why I do this. It's like an unnecessary step, but it makes me feel good about myself, so don't judge me. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side to the eyebrow hairs. Just a little brush, brush, brush. Brush, brush, brush. Brush it all the way through. I'm looking at the mirror in front of me. Okay. Whatever. They're big. They're beautiful. We're dealing with it. So back to self-esteem. How many times have I said that? Oh, I'm grabbing the e.l.f. Bite Size Eyeshadow Duo. This is Cream and Sugar. It looks like this. Look kind of blurry. I'm going to use this color right here to highlight my brow bone. Let's be real, I'm not highlighting it, I'm just coloring any hairs that need to be plucked because I'm not doing it right now. It's hard to talk about two things at once, but self-esteem is a big challenge for me. You know, when you are getting older and then you go through menopause early and then you gain weight and your hair looks different and your face looks different and, you know, maybe you don't get as many compliments as you used to. I'm trying to find my self-worth. I don't know if you would describe that as an identity crisis or a midlife crisis, but you know, I want to be known for more things than being a wife and a mother. And that doesn't mean I want to be famous. I'm also putting the color like right in the corner of my eye for highlight. Doesn't mean I want to be like famous. It just means like if someone were to write my, God forbid, like my obituary today, like what would it say? I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and what else? Like what else did I do? I don't even know. I'm putting it in the corner. That's good enough. Okay. Get the powder off and just kind of blend, especially into the bottom and around. Blend. I'm such a professional. Just kidding. Okay. So now that my kids are both in school full time for the first time, I feel like, what else am I good at? What else would I like to do with my life? I'm going to stay a stay-at-home mom because I don't have a village, you know? I don't have a village to raise my kids. I have no family nearby. I don't have my mom in my life. My little brother passed away. My older brother is in Northern California. My husband's parents are in Louisiana and England, and we're in California. So, for example, if it's like Christmas vacation for my kids and they get 3 weeks off, if I had a full-time job outside of the house, plus so does my husband, there's no one. We have no plan B, we have no plan C. All of our friends have their own lives and children, and I don't know another stay-at-home mom. I literally don't know another stay-at-home mom. So, I am the village. So, we've already discussed that being a stay-at-home mom is never going to change. Because if my kid, like perfect example is today, my husband is working from home, but he has online meetings, like a big, long, like conference online from 9:30 this morning until 1 o'clock. So if the school calls me at 11 a.m. and says, you know, your son got hurt on the playground, if I was at work, I would have to leave. My husband wouldn't be able to. I'd have to go get my kid. How many times can I do that before I get fired? Because I don't have a plan B or a plan C. There's no one else. Like, there's people on my emergency contact list for my children at their school that literally cannot pick up my kids, but I didn't have anybody else to write down. Like, that's my reality, and I'm sure it's somebody else's reality out there too, that can relate to me, and it's sad. It's sad because not everybody's reality. Cutting into my own conversation, I'm using CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones. This is the color Sophisticated Stable. It looks like this. I just like CoverGirl for blushes sometimes. I like these 3-piece options by any company, doesn't matter to me, because I like being given choices. My preference is this like orangish color right in the middle. Obviously, I've used that a lot. I need a new one. I just go right here, like the middle of my cheekbone, and I go up into my temple almost, and back down. I'm making like a sideways J shape, like that. They say it makes you look younger if you put your blush up high. Can you see it? I mean, it's just the tiniest bit, but you can tell the difference, right? I love this blush. I'm very olive complected. I have like no natural redness to my cheeks or my skin. I would have to be sunburnt or like extremely feverish or something. So I gotta fake it. I gotta put it there. Okay, now I do something that's very like 1980s. I take the same exact brush and I put it on my eye, right on my socket bone. My brush is at an angle, and I put that angle in my eye with a little bit of blush on the tip. And I just go like a windshield wiper, and I bring that color into my eye. So now I have like instant blending and layering from the eyeshadow I put on my brow bone and now the blush. And if you're looking for a way to make your eyeshadow and your blush match, use the same thing. Use the same collection palette and use it as eyeshadow. That's what I do. This is a fast mom trick. This is like the longest it's taken me to do my makeup. I can usually do this in like 15 minutes and I'm out. But back and forth on the brow bone with the angle of the brush, like I said, in your eye, like sideways or frontways. I don't know. There. Easy peasy. Now we're gonna pause for fan. Sorry, I had to pause for a fan break and then my husband used the restroom. Okay, so yeah, I'm trying to figure out what my identity is right now as a stay-at-home mom who, you know, it makes the most sense for us, for our family, for our finances, for our situation, for me to stay a stay-at-home mom. What can I do for myself to get my identity, to find something that I love and am good at besides being a wife and mother? Because you can really, really get lost in the shuffle of everyday life. And I feel like I totally have. Like, I literally, like I said, like if someone were to write my obituary, like, well, what would it say besides wife and mother? So that's why I kind of want to do the vlogs like I'm doing right now and talk to you guys, and maybe someone out there can feel what I'm feeling or knows what I'm going through or can give me advice, because God knows I don't know everything. But I like to write and I like to read and I like to vlog and I like to make ASMR videos, and I'm trying to find where my identity is without, you know, being like, I'm going back to school or something like that. Like, I already went to school. I have 2 college degrees. So for me, it's about doing the things I have to do every day, but doing things that I want to do so I can find joy and passion and interest again. Because I think your spouse, sorry, my knee popped because I'm elderly. I think your spouse and your children are not supposed to be everything. And I feel like I've allowed them to be everything. They're most of it, but who am I besides it, you know? So, yeah. So if you guys have any advice, or if you just want to say, hey, me too, I know what you're feeling, please put it in the comments. All right, I'm lazy, so we're not doing eyeshadow on the lid. Plus, I have a hooded eye, so like once I open my eye, it's like, what eyeshadow? I don't go crazy and like do a cut crease, and plus, girl, I don't have time. I do not. So we have e.l.f. No Smudge Shadow Stick in the color Rose Gold. It's basically a big ass crayon. I like to warm it up on the back of my hand, kind of get started. It's a pretty color. You can kind of see it shining on my hand right there. It's a neutral. Again, can't go wrong. And I'm just gonna be down here and I just swipe it on my eye like eyeliner. You can put it on your whole entire eye if you want and rub it in. They come in a bunch of colors. Lots of companies, makeup companies sell these. For me personally, I feel like these are made for moms. Just totally, or any woman really, who's like, I need to make it fast. I have 15 minutes. What do we got? This is it. This is it. I like to put a little more in the upper like corner, kind of like in the shape of a V. Um, just to give a little more like lift on that outside edge. But yeah, you can see it right here. Ooh, I'm getting real close. You're welcome. But you can kind of see like the shininess. It's like my skin color almost, but sparkly, which is what I like about it. And I'm gonna do the other side. And it twists up and it twists down, which is very convenient. I need to clean this one. But yeah, you can buy these from like, I'm like showing you my whole mirror, my whole bathroom, like, hello, there's my phone. Told you I was on my phone. But this is quick and easy and fast. If you don't have time to get super creative with your eyeshadow, or you don't care, and you just want to like slap on a little bit of color, like, look, I tried. These are good for traveling too. I took these with me when I went on vacation to Boston in like 3 different colors, and I brought like no eyeshadow. I mean, you could put this on your brow bone and like rub it in, just like smudge it for a little bit of highlighter. You can even like put it on your cheek here and like buff it out for highlighter. You can even put it on like your like cupid bow. Like you could put it anywhere depending on what color you're using. I mean, obviously probably don't do that if you're using like the sparkly blue, or plum purple might look kind of funny, but I'm not judging. All right, guys. And then sometimes I'll put it on the bottom. I'm not going to do it right now because this video is already quite long. But sometimes I'll put it on the bottom also as like eye brightener or like eyeliner down below. Not on the waterline, but like in my bottom lash line. All right. I'm going to go with my oldie but goodie. This is Maybelline Colossal Big Shot Mascara. It is the only one I use. Sometimes I do just top. Sometimes I do top and bottom. We'll see how this goes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to press pause because I make funny faces for this too. Okay, I'm just finishing up here with the mascara. Doing the last little layer. I'm not going to put any in the bottom because I already have big bags under my eyes, and I know I'm going to sweat off my makeup as soon as I step outside. Did I mention it's going to be 110? But look at this mascara though, like, it really, like, it's amazing. It's amazing mascara. But yeah. And then the very, very last thing I'm going to do, let me put my handheld mirror down. I'm going to do this Honest Company, one more time with Honest Company. This is just a tinted lip balm in the color Dragon Fruit. I don't always use this, but this is a good, like, my lips are chapped, but I want to wear lip gloss or lipstick kind of a thing. I also really like e.l.f. Like lip plumping. I use those often, very often. And then I just have a hair clippy to put my hair up. I would say I'm going to put it up until it dries, but let's be real, I'm probably going to put it up for the whole entire day. Let's see if I can get it to go. Be right back. I'm flipping my head upside down. I'm just going to do this while I get other stuff done for the day. Cute. Pull some hairs out like that. Mom bun status. I won't necessarily keep my hair like this today, but I hate when your hair is like wet and like down on you. So, and then earrings. I wear earrings of some variety every day. I got some hoops here. So we're just gonna go with a big cute hoop. Like that. Ta-da! Simple. Took forever. Took like 20 minutes longer than it usually does, but I still look like myself. I just look like I tried now a little bit. I don't know. But thanks for listening to me complain about my low self-esteem and self-worth and self-identity and menopause and trying to find myself. And I'm sure there's got to be at least one woman out there that understands what I'm going through, or will at some point in your life. And I'm sure there's a man out there that probably has a woman in their life that they should probably give a big ass hug to, because they've gone through menopause, or they're going through menopause, or they're gonna go through menopause and experience one or many of the symptoms. It's hard. It's very difficult. I feel like I'm going through two things at the same time. You know, we have this premature menopause that only happens to 1% of the female population, and I got chosen. And all of the other health problems that come with that. Like, I have problems with like my blood sugar, I have problems with my cholesterol, I've gained weight, like all this stuff. And then on top of that, I'm almost having like an identity crisis. Like, who am I besides a wife and mother? It's a lot. Life is a lot, and sometimes it feels hard. So thanks for listening to me complain. I hope you enjoyed watching this. Thank you if you watched it all the way through. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.